aka purple glasses, aka zombie mommy.
Yeah, everybody knows me as zombie mommy. That's how on everybody's stream is under zombie
First
mommy.
off, tell us how you got zombie mommy as a name.
So I used to game a lot, not anymore. Probably not since I had been, but like that was my gamer tag even in like high school. I've had that for years.
Yes.
And I do mean years. Like even my old accounts were all zombie mommy.
My old Yahoo account was Insole In Mommy, as in insulin, because at that
Love
age,
it.
why do you do sumo? I mean, gaming to sumo? Where's the connection?
I don't do sumo. I help everybody else do sumo.
Well, then
I'm
why
like
that?
sumo. I'm like sumo manager / sumo mom.
Hell yeah.
Because that's how everybody knows me. So when I was really little, my mom was in the Navy, my dad was in the Navy, and my stepdad were in the Navy, and all of them were on. Back then, it was considered Eastern tours, which means Japan, Hong Kong, the Philippines, all of those places. So they bring stuff home, and I like I have a giant Japanese flag in my room that my either my uncle had brought home or my dad had brought home to my grandma, and when she passed I was like, this is the only thing that I want because it's embroidered and it's beautiful. So it started when I was really little, like being obsessed with Japanese culture, and it's just sumo is attached to all of that, so it's always been like a back of the mind, like obsessed with samurais and ninjas and like geishas, and sumo just tags onto all of that.
Hell yeah, I love that connection. So what keeps you interested in sumo?
It's always been super fascinating for me. And then because I finally was able to get Ben into it, it was like, okay, you have a little home now, and now I can like drag you to all the places that I've always wanted to drag you to. And now you have an excuse to be okay going. Because we used, like, every time I'm like, okay, we're going on a family vacation. Where do you want to go? Can we just go to the beach? I'm like, I'm tired of going to the beach. Let's go somewhere.
Yeah.
Because you can get tired of doing that.
Yeah, you can.
And so now it's like, okay, this training camp's going on here. Do you want to go to North Carolina? Yeah, we can go hang out with the boys. That's what it's turned into, is let's go hang out with boys.
So you're like a sumo version of a pageant mom.
Yes.
But I also see you and Ben's connection.
Yes.
It's not toxic mom, y'all. It's good mom.
No.
Okay.
Well, and then it's momming everybody else, because everybody's like, my elbow got cut. I'm like, do you need a Band-Aid? Do we need to clean that? Like, oh my gosh, Eric's brother's ear got pulled off, and then it's like, oh, you didn't see that? You didn't see that?
Did it happen today?
Yeah, it happened today. So it's like, okay, I need alcohol wipes and sew things and all kinds. It was a crazy mess. It was a crazy mess. It was a crazy mess.
So, who is your favorite professional sumo wrestler?
That's a really good question, because it's changed. So Enho was my lead-in, at least, because I've always watched it, but not consistently. But really in the last like 2-3 years, it's been very consistent. And Enho's my favorite because he's the littlest dude, and I am all of 5 foot nothing, and I'm like, ooh, that's really cool. He can throw all those guys. But as he's starting to fall off because of injury and stuff, Midori Fuji has been like, love him. Oh my gosh, that beautiful throw with Hokuseiho was absolutely gorgeous. It fed my sumo soul.
Yeah.
It was so good. But yeah, so Midori Fuji probably right now with what's going on in the top division right now. Yeah, I love him.
Amazing.
And
Same.
Kiho in Juryo right now. I know he got hurt, but dude, gorgeous. Like his throws are just gorgeous.
Who's your favorite amateur sumo wrestler?
I feel like if I don't say my son, then he'll get mad at me. But like, he's not my. He's my favorite child.
I love it.
But the problem is going to be, if you go to enough events, it's you appreciate everybody for what they do.
Yes.
Their own style. So I love Eric because Eric is so just fierce.
Yes.
And doesn't think about it. Like, he is all auto drive all the time. But then, like, we go to Florida and visit Mark, and he's the same way, but it's different because Eric has that wrestling background where Mark has that football background, and it's all strength and push and like these crazy, I'm just gonna lift you and drop you. Ooh, it's beautiful.
Nice.
It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful.
Loved your answer.
Yeah,
I love your answer.
It's just beautiful. Everybody has their own thing, and it's just like you can appreciate everybody for their own thing, and it's just beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look, now you want space again. You want space again.
if you're talking about for the younger generation, everybody needs a sport to get out their aggression, to learn how to be disciplined, and this will do it. It will. It's amazing. You have football players that it's off season. You have rugby players that it's off season. This is how you keep them in shape. It's amazing. For all the older people who initially get in, how we normally get those demographics, all you weebos need to go do sumo. You worship the land of the rising sun. Go do the actual thing. It's beautiful. But you just come in with a community of people, and we're already established, and it's not hard to like seep your way into that group. Because we've only been doing sumo since October, and all of you guys know me now, and that's really disturbing on some level. And then on another level, it's like, oh, we can go to events that and everybody knows you. It's really cool, and I don't think any other sport has that extreme close-knit community that we have. And so if you're looking for that, you need to do sumo. Find your group of guys or gals or both or whatever. Even if you don't have sumo near you, go find them. Go find them, learn some things, take it home, build a club. It's amazing. That's what we did.